Hey guys, I'm Dr. Paul, and today I want to talk to you about two interesting reasons why it's important to stay really well hydrated when you're trying to lose weight. So while I think it's really important to stay well hydrated, I do get a chuckle out of the gym bros carrying around like a full-on gallon jug of milk that's got water in it, of course, when they're at the gym. So like maybe you've seen the guys walking around with like handles of water at the gym. I think it's kind of funny. I'm not making fun of you if you are the gym bro who carries around the gallon jug of water, but it does give me a little chuckle. So firstly, I want to point out that when you're dehydrated, your body will interestingly actually create fructose. So like if you get dehydrated, your body responds by creating fructose in your liver, which is a kind of sugar. That sugar then will stimulate the release of insulin. And we've talked a lot about how high insulin levels are bad. What that insulin will do is really interesting. So we are built to be very resilient. Our body will then begin storing more fat, storing more water in that fat as sort of a survival mechanism if we're chronically dehydrated. We'll get a lot of fluid retention that way. So a good example of this in nature would be like a camel. So a camel has a hump, it's full of fat, and I imagine camels spend a lot of their lives fairly dehydrated when they live in the desert, right? But when they get a chance to drink, they suck down a whole bunch of water, and a lot of that water is stored as like a storage tank almost in that camel's fat. So, so again, dehydration leads to increased sugar production or fructose production in the body, fluid retention, and kind of water weight in the form of storage. So that's kind of fascinating and interesting and helpful if you are a camel and live in the desert, but most of you probably aren't. And then secondly, I think it's really interesting to note that dehydration will mimic hunger. So I mean, sometimes we feel really hungry, you feel like you're starving, you need a snack, and you're thirsty. Your brain's just interpreting that in the wrong way. So I do think it's important that we stay well hydrated so we avoid snacking, so we avoid unnecessary overeating, particularly on low value foods. So all that being said, good targets for fluid consumption for staying hydrated: men, 4 liters a day; women, 3 liters a day. Nobody's perfect, but I think that if you're not drinking extra water right now, just getting yourself a water bottle and keeping that with you during the course of the day. Maybe you drink a liter in the morning, maybe you drink a liter in the afternoon. It's really going to help out. If you need to flavor that with a little bit of lemon or lime or electrolytes, that could be helpful. But do stay well hydrated. It is helpful, and I thought that was interesting.